the New Jersey MEP celebration of Manufacturing Day here in New Jersey, and we're meeting with Casey Bickhardt, who's president of Gemco, a woman-owned business. Casey, welcome to Manufacturing Talk Radio and Video.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure having you.
Tell us a little bit about Gemco. What's the company? What does it do?
Sure. Gemco is a manufacturer of tumble blenders and vacuum tumble dryers.
Okay.
And we sell these blenders to a variety of different industries, about 28 different ones. And they go all over the world. And they're big, they're huge, the size of this room, or tabletop scale models that R&D chemists can use in their laboratories. They blend all sorts of dry powders, and we're a fourth-generation family-owned business in New Jersey.
Great.
So we're very proud of that.
Okay, so how did either mom or dad suck you into Gemco?
Very good. So my great-grandfather started the business with DuPont coming to him during the World War, saying that they were blending this gunpowder and it was blowing up. So they needed a gentle way to blend gunpowder, and that's when my great-grandfather invented the double cone dryer and tumbler. And then my grandfather took it over, my father took it over, and I was fresh out of Bucknell University, which is a small university in Pennsylvania.
Right.
In 2004. So in 2005, I came into the business. I thought I wanted a little bit more time outside, right? Bringing back in more information other than just what you would get from a family-owned business.
Right.
But events didn't happen that way. We had a very small laboratory or tech center, as we call it. And the gentleman who was running it passed away suddenly of a stroke. So my father came up out of retirement from Florida, and he said to me, if you're going to go in, you're going to go in, and this is the time you're going to go in. So that was the driving force sucking me in.
Okay.
So a little bit of a heartfelt tragedy there blossomed into my career. So now I sell the blenders, and I help out in the operations, and I also oversee the technical center.
So how long are you doing this?
So I think I'm coming up on 13 or 14 years now.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, I always tell people I've been doing this for 36 years, getting bedtime stories. So as I would go to bed, as I would go to bed, I remember my father always just, telling me, this is what we did in work today, and here's how it wasn't the typical bedtime story.
Now, when I think of blenders, and this is probably something your blenders may not be used for, I'm thinking of Jelly Bellies. And I see them blending the candy. I don't know if that's something your blenders would be used for.
So we use blenders for powder industries.
Okay.
So anything powder. So these could be all your drink mixes. These could be your Gatorade drink mixes that you pour into water and then shake them up. These could be emergency drink mixes. These could be Advil, your Centrum vitamins, anything that you see in GNC. All of your typical vitamins, pills or capsules. These could be reclamation from Duracell batteries. Any powders that go into there, the powders that were once plastics extruded into the plastic in your dashboard. So even if you think of your reflectors on bicycles or the plastics in your cars or anything like that, they all came from a powder form at one time, and that powder needed to be colored, right, to match whichever color you want in your car or anything that you see around here. So we actually can add the colorant, and all of that is done. So we do.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
like where it was made, right?
I talk to people and they say, yeah, but manufacturing, America doesn't manufacture anything anymore. And I go, wait, stop, just stand right where you are. Now look around you, what you're standing on, what you're sitting on, what you're leaning on, this, that, the other thing. And all of that was manufactured.
Absolutely. All of the dyes and the colors that you see, and they're all powders. And then also there's all the cosmetics. Everything that you see on everybody walking around, all the cosmetics are all powders.
The myth is that the manufacturing industry is only 18% of our economy, but the true number is 33, 35, the up and downstream processes.
Yes, you'll be surprised to know that according to some measures, you, Casey, are not in manufacturing. You're measured in the service sector. The people on your plant floor are measured in manufacturing.
Interesting.
Surprised to learn that,
Yes,
I bet.
yeah, definitely.
So how does one reach your company if they want to have something mixed? Do you have a website, I presume?
We do have a website. It is okgemco.com.
Okay.
And we also have that technical center. So the technical center, we started that about 30 years ago. So Gemco is 102 years old this year.
Wow.
And the technical
Congratulations.
center, Advanced Powder Solutions, which also has a website, advancedpowdersolutions.com, is about 30 years old. And we started that for people to come who were interested in buying Gemco blenders and equipment, who wanted to know, can this product mix? And run feasibility trials.
Interesting.
Eventually that turned into development and optimization of their process once they knew they could blend. And then soon that turned into scale up and, hey, we're not buying the equipment, we want you to run it. So we have a whole tolling manufacturing facility as well.
So how many people are in your
About
manufacturing?
30 people total between both companies.
Neat stuff.
Yeah,
Now,
very
besides
interesting.
gunpowder that your great grandfather made a tumbler for,
Right.
anything else unusual or exotic that you blend?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay.
But I think gunpowder is the most explosive one we have.
We're still
the most
doing that?
explosive.
Yeah,
one we
right.
have.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. So that's sort of our most claim to fame, if you will.
Right.
But all different stuff. You know, everything unique. The food industry comes to us because all your snack mix, they want to blend that and not have the banana flake or the coconut flake break at the bottom.
Yeah.
When it's blended with our units, we don't get any of that attrition. We don't get any of that fallout. No crumbs at the bottom of the bag. So interesting stuff like that. It might not be what we call sexy, but it is pretty interesting.
It clearly is, and it's fun to be able to understand a product and see how it was made. Now, if we walked into your manufacturing plant to help dispel the myth, I'm guessing it's not dark, dirty, and dangerous.
It absolutely is not. It's bright and beautiful.
And everyone's walking around with white lab coats.
Yes. No, we have a great manufacturing center where we build the equipment. And we keep that as clean as possible. It's really nice. And then we also have of course, where we make the product for customers. So we're making cosmetics, we're making food products, and all of this is done by guys in white Tyvek suits, hair nets, beautiful clean rooms, wash down facility. And since we have this great manufacturing facility next door, we actually align our clean rooms in stainless steel. Really easy wash down.
Yeah.
Nice and bright.
Oh, beautiful. Well, maybe one day we'll get over to your shop so we can take
I
a
would love
tour.
that.
Video.
I would love that.
Oh, it sounds like you do some neat stuff.
Yes.
You know, it's funny when we talk to someone like you about something that people don't necessarily see, and it sounds to them at first hearing somewhat bland, and then you start to get into it and see it and what it does and what it produces. It becomes this fascinating walkthrough of manufacturing.
Definitely.
So thank you for being with us.
Well, we'd love to have you anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for sitting here with us.
Thank you.
Casey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.